From healthcare palliatives to transportation, the 50% deduction on Lagos State public transportation has been commended by some residents, while others in the transport sector appeal to government to assist their business.
The effect of subsidy removal is taking a toll on citizens, with cost of feeding and transportation now very high. Government at the federal and state level is not ignorant of these challenges confronting the country. And to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy, the Lagos State Governor announced a 50% fare reduction on bus rapid transit, first and last mile buses, as well as water transportation operated by state governments.
All public transportation that are being controlled by Lamata, all of the high capacity buses will be plying all the routes of Lagos at a 50% discount. All the commuters that will be plying on this route will start enjoying a 50% rebate on the current transport fare that are currently being charged on all of its buses.
More people now turn to water transportation since the pronouncement. Passengers who have experienced the price cuts commend the government for the gesture, but appeal for more boats to be procured on the waterways.
Even as I speak now, they have reduced the cost with 50%, which is okay. The convenience is very convenient and affordable for everybody. What we still expect, at least to give us more, to build more boats, so that considering from where I'm coming from Ibote, Ikorodu, and the only living means is to travel on the waterways, which is safer and convenient. That's all.
The palliative has really been helpful. The 50% reduction, I so much enjoy it. Coming from Ikorodu down to CMS has been so swift. I even have to get my carry card right now and I'm enjoying it. So thank you so much, Governor Sarelu.
I'm really enjoying it on the light ferry boat. From Ojo to CMS was 1.5, but now I can take it for 7.50. It's really a good reduction, and I'm thanking Governor Sarelu for the good things he has done for Lagos State.
So the water system, transportation system is just to make life easy for those living around Ikorodu to cross to the island, right? So for me, it's a matter of choice. You balance the two, your pockets and the convenience, right? So this period, well, the traffic has been far better. So if I have to come by road, I will drive. Then by water transportation, we have many options. You have the Lagos State lag ferry services, you have these private boat owners, then you have other smaller companies that have medium-sized boats, right? So the cheapest one is the Lagos State government operated services, right? At a point it was I think 1,000 and about 1,005. Now with the reduction by 50%, we're around 750. But we're always in a hurry crossing the water, so we use the smaller ones. At the moment, they are 2,000 naira.
Previously, before this time, the lag ferry had been going on 1,500 per trip from Ikorodu down to Falomo and backwards. But with the announcement of the governor, it had been reduced to 750 naira for the lag ferry. While the local boat operators they've remained stagnant at their own 2,000 naira per trip, and this has not been worked upon either by them.
A stopover at the Lagos Ferry Services office to speak with the managing director, who says there's been an increase in patronage since the pronouncement by the governor.
For us at Lagos State Ferry Services, it's an option for Lagosians to travel on the waterways, and we have seen a very steady rise in terms of ridership, popularity of the mode of transportation, the water mode of transportation, and after the subsidy removal, to be precise, June 1st, we are recording decline, steady decline in the ridership. That's the numbers of passengers that are coming on the waterway, because they could not afford it. But immediately the pronouncement of Mr. Governor on providing transport subsidy, by giving us directive that we should be taking passengers on 50% discount. For instance, a 24-kilometer journey from Ikorodu to Ebutero, or 27-kilometer journey to CMS Marina, we were charging 1,500 naira before. So immediately it dropped to 750. As I'm telling you now, if you hear the testimony, because after you must interview me, please go ahead and interview the passengers themselves. They will tell you what they need from Mr. Governor. They were begging Mr. Governor to give them more boats, that they prefer to travel on the waterways.
The General Manager of the State Waterways Authority, Oluwadamilola Emmanuel, says government is engaging private operators to cut down their charges.
The state government is committed and continues to ensure that we can have other modes being able to be also available for Lagosians, and which is why we was doing the introduction of Lagos Ferry services alongside private operators. So yes, we have this current one, and the state government continues to ensure that we have even more boats on our waterways as well. Like Ferry has slashed their own prices, and now we're in conversation with the private operators, especially because, as you know, the private operators are all coming together. They've actually had been fragmented before, but they're all coming together now under one umbrella. On road transportation, we've seen how, Lamata and of course the Ministry of Transportation has been able to ensure that they are as one, and that's the same thing we're currently doing for the waterway, because any kind of reduction in prices has to work with one singular unitary system, and that's what the waterways operators, in our constant engagements with them, we still had one yesterday, have to come together, and then the government can look for a way to support them. Always adhere to safety. Make sure you have your life jacket strapped on. If you notice anything, please speak up immediately. Our emergency lines are always there for you to call. 009 012 9777, 009 012 9888.
In Mautu, Agege area, privately owned public transport drivers lament over the situation of things.
Getting fare at a price of 590, 600, it's not easy. Even the passengers, you tell them this is in the price that you have to enter the bus, it's problem. So we keep fighting every day. We keep fighting about it every day. It's in fact, I buy if I want to work full day, I work fuel of 10,000 naira for a day. I buy a fuel for 10,000 naira, of which normally I used to buy 3,000 naira to complete a day's job. It is not easy. We are facing it, and if by then coming back to come and tell us that they want to increase the fuel pump again, man, this is killing. It is we the driver that are facing the heat the more, because if at least a transport fare that you pay like 500 naira, sometimes we can be considerate because of the situation of what you have with you. When I say, okay, oh yeah, enter like 300 naira, 400 naira, but it is not helping us.
I can't count how many times I've taken passenger in my bus telling me they don't have money. And as a Christian, let me put it that way, as a Christian, I'm not just trying to be biblical, but I understand what is going on in the country right now, how difficult people find it. Some people can't even eat. So as at yesterday, I went to a petrol station and they asked for the petrol price, and the next thing they told me, they said 700. I had to stop working. They are reducing the cost of transportation, forgetting that we that are doing the transportation itself, even the price has not even changed. The price is still the same. Even when the petrol was not that expensive till now, which when it was expensive, it's still the same price you are carrying. The only difference there is just 100 naira different. 100 naira different. And now they are asking us to take, to reduce the price. Now we're talking about using our car. We have to maintain the car. We have to fuel the car. And we are paying so much in the garage, paying the whatever Agbero and the rest of them. These are the difficulties.
It's a different experience at the BRT parks. There seems to be a rush to purchase cowrie cards, which serves as a means of payment for state-owned public transportation. A prepaid card guarantees getting access to the BRT buses Such cards are tapped at the entrance to confirm payment.
Welcome. Welcome.
As we are tapping in, it has been reflected. We are happy. We are now paying 250 to Island to Yaba from Bega.
Initially, it used to be 400. So with 150 of now, I think it's still all right. But that is not the solution. It is still not the solution because a lot of people could not even accept this very well. So, but if the vehicle will be available, especially those of us traveling to Aja, I think it's all right. Unlike 2,000 that we have to take it from the bus stop. So we can manage it, but the government still need to do a lot.
As against 400 naira per trip from Bega to Yaba, they now charge 250.
Palliative on transportation was the first step taken by the Lagos State government, but residents feel more needs to be done to alleviate the suffering of the people, even as they look forward to the distribution of food items to different communities.